Let's take out Groot real quick.
He chose poorly.
How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here, and we have the Ultimate 16 round 1, and today we got matched up against Astraeos, and they do not have Professor X. Mine is on defense. They are about 178 million TCP, and new rooms. We're going to see what bugs are kicking in here and seeing what we can end up going with. The first thing I noticed is we have 6 attacks. I thought that they changed it last U32 from 6 attacks to 3 attacks. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be 3 attacks still, but whatever, we have 6. So for stage 1, we have Null, Gore, Shadow King, Leader, Thanos Endgame. Stage 2, we have the Starjammers team. And stage 3, we have Illuminati, Odin, Black Knight team in here. Now, as far as the ISOs go for stage 1, they went with a lot of Strikers and Raiders. I still think going healers on defense is the best route. The reason for that is because healers and fortifiers only apply 1 vulnerable to the opponent, so you're not really loading them up. Whereas strikers, you're getting that double tap, but you're putting 2 vulnerables on them every single time because you're doing your own attack into it, knocking this 3 down to 2. And then we have raiders and skirmishers applying 2 vulnerable, and with each vulnerable, they're getting that 100% extra damage. So I kind of went more defensive on my stuff. We're going to see how this ends up going, though, so let's get started. Alright, for stage 3, this is Spore Attacks. This is one of the newer rooms, and initially there was an additional line added in here. So what happens in here is you're going to do damage that reduces the max health of the target by the same amount. The max health and damage also being increased by 50%, so the new stat characters get that extra bump because of the extra damage they already do. We're going to go in here with Mephisto, Phoenix Force. We have Nightcrawler. Let's switch Nightcrawler to a Skirmisher. And then we have Old Man Logan in here. Now, the additional line that they had in here before was when an ally dies, you gain barrier for 100%. We're going to see if that actually is working in here, or if they actually did not apply that. Let's go in. Alright, so let's go ahead and start by doing the basic into Black Knight here. And Black Knight's gone. Black Knight used to be there, no longer. Alright, so there's the assist from Odin. And I honestly don't really care if Odin gets that special off because he's not going to heal up from the damage we're going to be doing to him. Let's go ahead and basic into Odin. Jeez, Odin's getting jacked up. Let's throw a stun over here. Alright, so there's the heal from Odin, and you can see like his max health is still non-existent. No charges because of Old Man Logan. Let's go ahead and special into Captain Britain. Alright, so battlefield effect is taking place. Let's go ahead, special here. Alright, Odin bled out. Black Panther Shuri just killed some people, and Omega Red took him out. That was an interesting room. Interesting. Alright, for stage 2, we're going to see what Vigilante can do to the Starjammers team. See if the raid and offense rules kind of trumps the Crucible portion that Starjammers has on here. This room here is the room counts as raid, lower resistance and healing by 50%. So they're not going to heal as much with the Groot and everything, so that's pretty interesting. My Daredevil Modern, he's not going to be healing as much either, so let's see how this goes. Alright, so there Howard is going first into our Daredevil Modern. And there goes Lilandra doing the ult. And that just took out our entire Vigilante team with the ultimate. At least we pulled that. So let's go ahead and ult here. We're going to go in for a cleanup on this mess. Lilandra overpowered just kind of wrecked my non-overpowered ones. Yeah, that was entertaining. It's like, I don't think it's going to work, but I just want to see what happens. We'll just do a Liberty cleanup with APOC now. All right, we're going for the cleanup in stage 2. We're going to end up bringing our Liberty team in here with APOC. The reason that Liberty does fairly well against the Starjammers team is because the immunity, the speed up they end up getting. They just can't apply any negative effects. Then APOC kind of gives them the extra health, damage. APOC ults, flips everything. No safeguards, so let's go in. All right, so here we end up having our immunity on us. Howard the Duck's trying to apply some stuff. There's a stun in Howard the Duck. All right, let's go ahead and ult here. Now they got trauma. They got a bunch of negative effects. Let's take out Groot real quick. No, he's not coming back. Dang, that Lilandra hurts. My god. All right, let's special here. All right, special with Patriot. All right, ult here. That's going to give us some turn meter and kill a bunch of people due to overpowered. All right, so notice I have to take out this Guardian. Let's go ahead and special and take him out. That could have been cleaner. I think I should have maybe Falcon Punched Lilandra knowing the damage that she just popped out on us. So a little misplay. All right, we're going to attempt this one for the stage 1 matchup. We have Cabal. I'm adding in Gore and Mephisto. I did end up swapping Gore over to a Striker just because the room rolls. He can try to get that double tap out there. Null, I still want him to be a Raider. Just try to get those crits going early for the Cabal team to get moving. Hopefully we can try to get ahead of them. I need to try to be careful that I'm not pushing Thanos endgame. If he has a bunch of vulnerables on him and he ends up getting pushed, that could be game over. I believe his passive does end up taking advantage of the extra damage on here for the one attacking portion. We're about to confirm because I believe that is what actually happens in here. All right, so we're going to end up ulting first. We already got vulnerables out there. Let's go into Null and ult. See if I can get the Striker shot on him. There's the assist, Striker shot. Enemy Gore's going. And that Gore, holy crap. Oh my god. Yeah, this was a smart move. Let's go ahead and special. All right, there he goes. For cleanup purposes, he's ability block. Let's just ult here. All right, Shadow King is going to destroy Gore. Hey, Gore survived. Never mind. Oof. That didn't go well. Let's ult here. We have offense down. That's not good. And let's go into leader. All right, 6 vulnerables. That's gonna. Hey, you survived again, barely. I don't know how you're surviving, but I'll take it. All right, so we're gonna have a push on Thanos for cleanup. All right, we're going in with the Immortal X-Men for the cleanup. It looks like he's at the yellow still. I believe he's over the 50%, so he's gonna get pushed again in here. This is going to be a little risky if he ends up getting pushed right off the bat. Let's see. All right, special here. So he had 2 vulnerables. Only took the barrier off. No offense down. All right, that's cleared. All right, so I am uploading this a little bit early. As you can see, my opponent hasn't finished attacking yet, so I think I either got the victory or I lose by efficiency based on where we currently stand. The reason I want to get this out there a little bit early is mainly due to the spreadsheet. So the MSF Counter spreadsheet is live. It's going to keep staying updated and everything. I know it kind of fell off a little bit the last 2 weeks of Season 14. It was just busyness on my part, so I wasn't able to fully keep everything updated on there. So we already have the Ultimate 16 already set and ready to go. I'm going to get the Season 15 ready on here as well. I'll start getting this updated right after this video goes live. With that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the attacks to see what we have going on so far. For stage 1, I ended up trying Cabal, Null, Gore, going into Thanos Endgame, Gore, the leader, Shadow King, and Null. So I did end up watching the replay on this. I watched the attack that was done on me as well, and it looks like Thanos Endgame isn't getting the extra damage when his passive procs off, so that is definitely good information to know. I was able to clean this up using Immortal X-Men for 8368. For stage 2, I tried using Vigilante into Starjammers. Just don't do that. I wanted to see what would end up happening on here, and it kind of went how I thought it would end up going. I ended up doing the cleanup using Liberty with Apocalypse. Now, I did do that misplay where I ended up doing the Falcon Punch into Gore as opposed to Lilandra, and that kind of cost me a lot of efficiency. 8357 there. For stage 3, Phoenix Force, Nightcrawler, Old Man Logan, Mephisto into Odinati, Black Knight, 8554. This is just an efficiency sync room based on the damage that you're taking and everything. So this was a pretty interesting matchup. I do like this one. Now for my defense. In stage 1, I ended up doing Xavier, Thanos Endgame, New Emma, Black Knight, Odin. They went in with Night Stalker 2-piece, Old Man Logan, APOC, Zombie Juggernaut. They were able to take out Black Knight very easily on here with Blade's ultimate. Overpowered, basically doing its thing on there for that one. Then they ended up taking out Odin. They pushed Thanos Endgame. Then they went in for the cleanup for Immortal X-Men, 8361. So as you can see, we both dropped one matchup right here. Stage 2, they used Vigilante into the Thunderbolts Gladiator, 8571. Kind of figured that's what they end up using here since they were on offense on here. This one here, I took the 2 shots on here. Now for stage 3, oh, looks like they did more attacks, so I definitely got the victory on this one. Awesome. So yeah, I have Starjammers on defense. They end up using Phoenix Force, Mephisto, Absorbing Man, Kang. They canceled out. They went in with a 3-piece Astral, Nightcrawler, Mephisto. Looks like they did nothing at all on there. Then they went in with a full Liberty team. Again, couldn't get it done. So yeah, that's 3 attacks. They have 3 more attacks to go. I definitely got the victory on this one. Looks like they got it there. Let's double check. Last hit was Phoenix Force, Kahori. So yeah, Absolute A-Force and Phoenix Force got the cleanup for 7953. So that's 1-0. Happy news there. For my defense changes, I took out Thanos Endgame in 1 just due to what ends up happening and there for that. I took Odin out. I put Mephisto in, so Null is in here as well. Stage 2, I'm switching over to a 3-piece Spider Society North Star Void Knight on here. And this one here I got from Old Timey's video that he just uploaded, and Jex was using this. Jex is a brilliant mind when it comes to theory crafting, so I'm not taking credit for this. I think we ran across something like this before in the raid room, and this is a very dangerous defense in the raid room. Stage 3, I'm keeping Starjammers in here. This is just to try to pull their Starjammers away so they can't Starjammers my 1. I'm going to have Odin for offense, the full Illuminati for offense, Phoenix Force. I have a lot of weapons on here, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have one for the rest of the day.